So in this video we'll talk about the concept of maxima minima. What I have done here is I have drawn a graph between y and x, which is maximum at this point and which is minimum at this point, right? So any function can be having a maximum value and a minimum value, whenever we draw its plot. So we can easily observe that whenever a graph becomes maximum or a graph becomes minimum, then at that point the slope of tangent drawn at the maximum or at the minimum point becomes 0, right? So using this phenomenon, we can always find the maximum value and minimum value of a function wherever it is possible, right? So what we'll do for finding the maximum value and minimum value of the function, we may be asked mainly two questions. First is, let's say, first question may be like, what is the minimum or maximum value of function? Let's say we are given some function as y is equal to fx. Then we may be asked what is the maximum value of fx during a particular interval. Secondly, we can be asked at which value of x is the value of fx becomes maximum or minimum, right? So we may be asked two questions like, what is the maximum or minimum value? What is the maximum or minimum value? So this is the maximum value of the function in this graph, and this is the minimum value of function in this graph. So the answer to question 1 will be the value of fx, that is the y coordinate, is the answer in this question 1. While in case of question 2, we will be asked the position x where this function is maximum. So this is, let's say, x naught, and this is, let's say, x dash. So x naught is the position, x naught is that value of x at which the value of function is maximum, and x dash is that value of x at which the function is minimum, right? So these two questions may be asked to us. So how to find maximum or minimum value of a function, right? So how to find maximum or minimum value of a function. We'll try to understand this with the help of an example. So suppose we are given as y is equal to 2x cube minus 24x plus 107. Let's say this is the function given to us, or you can also write it as fx is equal to 2x cube minus 24x plus 107. So this is the function of x. We have to find maximum and minimum value of function. So what we'll do here is, in step 1, we'll always have to follow these steps. Step first, we'll find the differentiation or the derivative of this function, that is, we'll find dy by dx and make it equal to 0. This will result us in some values of x like x1, x2, x3. These x1, x2, x3 are called critical points. These are called critical points. Like why I am doing this is like you can see from this figure. Whenever the graph is maximum or minimum, it's differentiated. The slope of tangent at maximum or minimum is always 0. So whenever the graph is maximum or minimum, dy by dx has to be 0. So as soon as I put dy by dx equal to 0, I'll get these 2 points, x0 and x dash, and maybe some other points if there are more than one maxima or more than one minima. Right. So here if I differentiate this function, dy by dx is equal to, what I get here is 6x square minus 24 is equal to 0, implies x square is equal to 4, x is equal to plus 2, and x is equal to minus 2. So these are the two critical points. These two are the critical points at which graph can be maximum or minimum. Now we have to check whether the graph is having maximum value at plus 2 or minimum value at plus 2. Right. So for that, what we can do is we can easily see that, or we can use simply step 2, which is also called second derivative test. Second derivative test. Second derivative test. In physics, I think most of the questions will be able to solve with this second derivative test. Although there are many other methods to find the critical points are representing the maximum or minimum. So what we'll do in second derivative test is simply we will again differentiate the above differentiated function, that is we'll again differentiate this 6x square minus 24, and what I get here is d2 by dx2 is equal to 12x, right? So if I put the value of x as plus 2 or x as minus 2, so d2 by dx2 at x is equal to plus 2 is equal to 24, which is positive. So whenever d2 by dx2 is greater than 0, implies that particular point x1 let it be, x2 let it be, then x1 or x will be point at which maxima occurs. And similarly, if if d2 by dx2 at x is equal to minus 2 is minus 24, which is less than 0, so let it be x2. So we say that x2 will be point at which minima occurs. Okay, so our second derivative test says that whenever d2 by dx2 at any point x1 is greater than 0, implies x1 is point of minimum, while if d2 by dx2 is less than 0 at some point x is equal to x2, implies x2 is a point of maximum, right? So this way we can always identify the point where the graph will be maximum or minimum. So we have identified here that x is equal to minus 2 is a point where minimum occurs, and x is equal to plus 2 is a point where maximum occurs. So what will be the maximum or minimum value is we can easily find that the function that was 2x cube minus 24x plus 107. 2x cube minus 24x plus 107. So 2 into 2 cube minus 24x plus 107. Right. So if I put x is equal to 2, I get this. So this is 8 to the 16 minus 48 plus 107. What it becomes like 107 minus 32. That is, if you calculate it, it will become 65. So x is equal to 2. X is equal to 2 was a point where graph was maximum. So this is the maximum value of y. And for minimum value of y, what we'll do is we'll simply put 2 minus 2 cube minus 24 minus 2 plus 107. That is, it is around minus 16 plus 48 plus 107, 32, and this is 139. So this is the minimum value. Now, to the surprise, what we are getting is maximum value is 65 and the minimum value is 139. How is it possible? This is possible. This is always possible because in any graph, it may be possible that the maximum is like this while the minimum is like this. So this is maximum. This is maximum, which is called local maximum. This is called local maximum. While this is a point of minima called local minimum. So you can easily see that the level of maxima, which is this, is below the minima, the local minima. This is minima and this is maximum. So minima is above the maximum value. It is always possible.